Dr. Dykstra, ladies and gentlemen, members of your government are gathered here in this federal building in Washington to witness the drawing of numbers as provided for in the Selective Service Act of 1940. This is a most solemn ceremony. It is accompanied by no fanfare, no blowing of bugles, or beating of drums, and there should be none. We are mustering all our resources, manhood and industry and wealth, to make our nation strong in defense. For recent history proves all too clearly, I am sorry to say, that only the strong may continue to live in freedom and in peace. We are well aware of the circumstances, the tragic circumstances in lands across the sea, which have forced upon our nation the need to take measures of total defense. In the considered opinion of the Congress of the United States, this selective service provides the most democratic as well as the most efficient means for the mustering of our manpower. On October 16th, more than 16 million young Americans registered for service. Today begins that selection from this huge number, the selection of 800,000 who will go into training for 1 year. Reports from all over the country attest the quality and the general spirit of the young men who registered for service. The young men of America today have thought this thing through. They have not been stimulated by or misled by militarist propaganda. They fully understand the necessity for national defense and are ready, as all citizens of our country must be, to play their part in it. They know 6,500 local areas has been assigned a number at random, assigned to him by a committee or board of his neighbors. Each man's number in each local board area has been officially recorded as pertaining exclusively to him in that area. Those numbers run from 1 to 7,836. Opaque capsules, each containing a different number, have been placed in a glass bowl in the room where we now stand. These capsule numbers also run from 1 to 7,836, with a few extra higher numbers to allow for late registration. One capsule at a time will be drawn from the bowl until none is left. As each capsule is drawn, it will be opened and its number read over the radio to the listening nation. I would emphasize this also. The total drawing will be 10% of all of those registered. Thus, 90% of those who enrolled will be assured that they can continue in their present private and public occupations. And of the more than 16 million names which will come out of the bowl, more than half of them will soon know that the government does not require their service. I made a mistake there. I'm afraid it's the fault of the copy. Of the more than 1,600,000 instead of 16 million, more than half of that 1,600,000 will soon know that their government does not require their active service. In other words, less than 5% of the total of the mustered manpower of 16 million will be called, and over 95% will not be called. I have here 3 letters.